When?
Okay, so this first exercise we're doing is the side to side motion. So the things that we saw that you were doing that we want to try and avoid is as you go to the side, you kind of shift off one sit bone and then kind of do this tilty leany business. So what we want to start focusing on is maintaining contact with both sit bones as you do the side bend. And the side bend is really coming from the rib cage, and then the spine is kind of segmenting about or around the rib cage. So definitely pelvic floor core, and then we're gonna compress the rib cage and hinge over. And you're gonna move less than you think you can. So you're gonna get to this point where you're like, oh, that feels like I should move more, and then you're gonna wanna do this thing. So just don't do that thing. Go to that end point, get a feel for being there, make sure everything is engaging. This is really the thing you wanna focus on, because what I've seen with you is you kind of get here and get stuck back here. So think about being more in and forward as you bend. So it's okay if you curl a little bit when you bend from side to side. The other thing I want you to just keep in mind is if your head isn't going with you, it's going to look like this. And you're going to get stuck there. So you want to move your head with your spine, because the whole thing is supposed to be segmenting there. You can do between 5 and 15 of these, just depending on feel and fatigue. Okay. Are we going still?
Yeah.
Okay. So with segmentation, this is only segmentation from the lumbar and pelvic region. The thing we want to avoid is driving the heels into the ground when we go into the up tilt or the flatten. And when I say flatten, I mean flattening into the floor or the table. And then when you arch, what you want to do is try and support your system with your upper body as you arch your low back and use your low back muscles. I want you to keep your core engaged going both ways. So you're going to have core tight. You're going to do a little arch. You might not have much range at first, but it will develop. And then when you flatten, you're pulling everything in. You don't want to pooch out like this. You want to pull everything in, like when we do that forced exhalation. So you don't want to push out when you flatten. That's going to make this bulge. You want to pull in, and tuck your sit bone and tailbone under yourself. And then the other way is going to be arching your low back. And you're going to just slowly move between those two, back and forth. You can do this 5 times, take a break, do 3 rounds of that.